everybody, welcome back. Good morning. It is December 15th, 2022, and our sun has been pretty much going crazy over the past couple days. We've had about 20 different legit solar flares. You're looking at some of them coming up on your screen now in that lower right-hand quadrant of the sun, and although these aren't directly Earth-facing, the frequency in which these are coming off the sun are actually multiplying the solar wind capability that will then affect the Earth's crust. We talk about it on this channel consistently, and we are already seeing effects from some of this stuff. We had a 6.3 earthquake, downgraded from a 6.6 along the Aleutian Chain Islands in Alaska. Now remember, there is a theory that pressure then transfers along the southern coast of Alaska, then down the west coast of Canada, the west coast of the United States, the Blanco Fracture Zone, places like that, where we've seen some pretty large earthquakes lately. In fact, just this month alone, of course, we just mentioned the 6.3 along this fault line. We also had the largest earthquake to ever hit the territory of Alberta, Canada in recorded history. Quite literally. They downgraded this earthquake to make it seem like it wasn't the record, but it absolutely was. This was actually registered as a 5.9 earthquake in Alberta, Canada on November 29th. I specifically covered this earthquake, and they were messing with all sorts of data when it came to the actual numbers of what took place here. Also, a significant earthquake took place off Alum Rock, California. That was on December 5th. Of course, we had the 6.2 of Las Brisas, Mexico. That earthquake brought with it a possible tsunami warning, which was then later on deemed not a threat at 10 kilometers in depth. A very shallow earthquake for this fault line that we are looking at here. Remember, the San Andreas runs right through this area, and this earthquake could have very well taken 100 miles north, and we could be talking about an entirely different world, my friends. And then on December 11th, we had the 6.0 downgraded from a 6.6. Again, another massive readjustment of data by the USGS, but the key here is these are all taking place along a very similar fracture zone that, as I said, covers Western Canada, Western United States, Western Mexico, and then down into Central America. Jumping over to volcano discovery, we just did a video on the earthquakes going on in Florida. I highly recommend that video because there are many people in the comments saying they absolutely felt earthquakes. The USGS has not reported any of them, but you cannot deny the fact that people are feeling the ground shaking underneath Florida. Sensors are picking them up. I have the sensor data in the videos. I'll leave the description of those videos in this video as well, but take a look at the little swarm going on, which looks like the New Jersey area, maybe Long Island. But my friends, the point is we're getting hit by solar wind from CMEs and different releases from the sun that are causing displacement on Earth. And it doesn't just have to be the weaker places on Earth. It could be these random places, as we spoke about with that large Alberta earthquake. And very quickly, I want to watch this together so you guys can see all the different explosions going on. Most will be in this area here, but we do have other sunspots en route. So let's just take a watch. You're going to see some of these popping off. You see the X shape. That means that they're fairly large. These things are coming in rapid succession. And I will leave you with this, my friends, because I have to get to a meeting, but listen to this. In fact, if we count from the 14th into present time, let's do this together. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, and it looks like number 17th is just producing its data now. Now also keep in mind the ones that have hit M-class strength, which is much stronger than C-class, so we are nearly touching X-class solar flares, so don't be surprised to see that X-class solar flares, and that's when things really get interesting. That's when we see radio blackouts, internet outages, even stronger earthquakes, so just the M-class eruptions alone are something to be concerned about over the next few days. Although that one sunspot is turning away from Earth, we have many more that are on their way to be Earth-facing. All right, my friends, that's what I got for you. Keep an eye out for these earthquakes. Watch the charts. Be aware. Have a plan. Whatever it is you need to do. I'm not trying to put any fear into people, but it is very important that we pay attention to our sun and the growing number of earthquakes that we are quite literally seeing, not just all over the world, the Northeast, the West Coast, random parts of Canada. It's all a big deal, my friends. All right, everybody, I hope you all have a great morning. Shout out to Canada, and I will see you all in the next video. Take care. Bye-bye. Stop right there, my friends. If you have not already, click that subscribe button, and don't forget to hit the bell icon. Click all and you will get all notifications from this channel. And trust me, you won't be disappointed.